Serving and, giving back to the community, that's always been part of the foundation of Clayton and I's marriage. We just decided early on that it was so rewarding for us to be able to serve alongside of each other. And especially now that we have kids and we're raising them up, we want them to be a part of a church that also believes in giving back.
When Paul and the rest of the people at HPUMC started talking about what they were doing with their Africa initiative, it just kind of hit home with us, because that was exactly what it started for us too, is in Africa. And so, what the church is doing, all over the map is really special for us to get to be a part of.
When I was in 8th grade, actually, Africa was put on my radar. I was watching this special after school, and for the first time, I realized that there were kids that lived on the same planet that lived completely differently from me. I would say right then and there, the Lord just lit a flame in my heart. Finally, I got up the courage when I was a freshman in college and went over to Zambia one summer, and that is when my life just completely changed. All of that fear of what good could I do, how could I actually make a difference, it all just disappeared because I looked at this one child's face and I just thought, that was worth it. This is why I'm here.
You don't really understand what these kids are going through. To put it with one face, and that's what Ellen did for me. There's a little girl named Hope. It's kind of where Kershaw's Challenge all started.
Hope just touched my heart in a way that not many other kids have. She is a similar story to millions of other orphans over there. She's, at the time she was 9 years old, she's HIV positive, she's a double orphan. She was actually just sitting on the side of the road when a bus full of kids were heading to this American Christian camp, and Hope, scared out of her mind, not knowing what she was getting into, got on board. She was put in my group that week, and instantly my heart just connected with her. I called Clayton and I was just a mess saying, what can we do to help her? Clayton, without a second thought, just said, well, let's just do whatever we have to do in order to support her and to help her. When Clayton and I went over there to meet her, that's when we decided we need to build a home for her. That's where Kershaw's Challenge began, is just with a single goal of, let's build Hope a home. And it's amazing to look back at where it started and where it is today, and just the Lord's faithfulness all along the way that has just continued to open doors and give us visions for what the next step should look like. Partnering with AU to send these kids on a full ride scholarship to college, that was incredible for us, because through Kershaw's Challenge, we've been building these 2 homes for kids, and we hadn't really come up with a plan past when they graduate from high school. And so when we hear these kids have a chance to be able to go to a university, and AU's mission is to raise up leaders, and that was so exciting for us to hear. And we think that these kids, they feel like they've been given the golden ticket. They feel like that they've been given this opportunity that not many other kids have been given. And so for us to be able to partner with AU and be able to send our kids, who we've been able to see raised through this Arise home from an early age, be able to have the opportunity to go to college.
Sometimes it feels overwhelming, because there's so many kids and there's so many problems out there, and it just takes one kid to grab hold of your heart.
I'm so thankful for churches like HPUMC that just takes that first step and takes the initiative and gives all of us as a congregation the opportunity to be a part of the change. They're laying out a way for us to be able to get involved and to say, no, this is possible. All this change is possible if you can just step up with us and be a part of it.